Hi guys, hello. Hi everyone. Am I audible to all of you? Guys, can you all see me? Can you all hear me? Okay, who all are here? My students. कौन कौन आ गए क्लास में? Online classes आ गए हैं classes में. That's really nice. Marvel is also here. Marvel talks. Meera Patkar is here. Hello everyone. Hello. By the way, guys, this is the direction when I look at you guys to talk, and this is where my cell phone is, where I can read the chat box. Okay. Hello. Hi Nandana, Shashank, Ritika, Naveen, Sudharani, Vanambar. Okay, Vanambar, Vidhi, Rocking Wizard, Shubh, Somu, Amra, Vidya, Pallavi, Narayana, Shashank, Sneh, Satvik, and Sudha. Okay, good guys. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope all of you are doing good and things are good at your end. I'm hoping so. Okay, so this is the time when I meet all of you, those especially who are targeting JEE 2020. So I welcome you all my passing out students from 12th and going to enter into the best of the engineering colleges. So today's session is about discussion of JEE main paper, and this is 8th January 2020 shift 1 paper. Okay, that's the paper that I'm going to discuss today. Okay guys, that's nice. Okay, so guys, those of you who are not aware about me, don't know me, this is me, your Suri Sir. Yes, nowadays I'm known as Mogambo. Why? Because in the month of July, when you will crack this examination of JEE, Mogambo khush hoga. Yes, I will be happy, and I will be definitely. Okay, and if you guys are new to the channel and are liking the sessions here, then definitely subscribe to the channel. Press the bell icon as well, so that whenever your Suri Sir is coming live, your Arvind Sir is coming live, or your Harsh or Love Sir is coming live, you get the notification. Okay, very good. Welcome once again, everyone. Thank you, Naveen. Thank you so much. Definitely. I'm good, guys. I'm good. Thank you so much. It's your sister's paper. That's good, Ritika, if your sister appeared for this examination. Cool guys, so let's start. Are you all ready? Give me a quick yo in the chat box. Give me a quick thumbs up or a shout out if you are ready for this discussion. Obviously, I have picked up the best of the questions from this paper and we are going to discuss that. But the rest of the entire paper will be available in the description of the video. Remember, in the description, the question paper with solution will be available at the end of the day, not right after the session. Okay, it takes some time. It's a process. Okay, so that's good. Awesome. Cool. So guys, let's start. This is our very first question. This is the question which says that at time t equal to 0, you have a magnetic field of 1000 Gauss which is passing perpendicular through the area defined by the closed loop shown in the figure. Okay. So we have this random looking shape of the area through which the magnetic field is changing from 1000 Gauss to 500 Gauss, and that is happening in 5 seconds. Okay. So question is asking us to find out the value of the induced EMF in the loop. Okay, so obviously induced EMF magnitude is given as the rate of change of flux, as you all know this, and because flux is depending on B and A, while area is not changing, only the magnetic field is found to be changing. Okay guys, awesome. So this is the formula that we'll be using, and obviously I'm talking only about the magnitude because all the options are positive. Okay, so guys, if we talk about the area is basically the total area of this rectangle minus the two triangles, right? So area of rectangle minus 2 times the area of triangle. That's what we are going to do. So area of rectangle is going to be 16 into 4, okay, and 2 times the area of triangle, that is half of altitude into base. Altitude is 2 and base is 4. Why have I done it double? Because there are 2 such triangles. This is triangle number 1 and this is triangle number 2. So 2 and 2 get cancelled. I get it as 64 minus 8, which is 56 centimeter square, or you can call it 56 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square, because all the options, by the way, this should be microvolts if it is microfarad. Okay, awesome. Yeah, let's see if the answer is that, guys. If I talk about the change in magnetic field is changing from 1000 to 500, only taking the magnitude into account. Okay, so this is 500 Gauss, but we need it in Tesla. So this is 500 into 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla, because 1 Tesla is 10 to the power 4 Gauss. You know this, right? So this comes out to be 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 Tesla. So now we can go for EMF, which is going to be A into delta B by delta T. Area came out to be 56 into 10 to the power minus 4. Magnetic field is changing in this much amount, and the time in which this is happening is 5 seconds. So divide that by 5. So 5 cancels. EMF comes out to be 56 into 10 to the power minus 6 volts, or you can simply say it is 56 microvolts. Okay, guys, got this? Perfect. Very good. One number. That's the answer. Answer came out to be option D. Okay, guys, that's our correct answer. Okay, guys. Next question. Now this question says that the effective capacitance of parallel combination of two capacitors C1 and C2 is 10 microfarad. Okay. Okay. So question says that C1 plus C2 is given to you as 10. Also, when these capacitors are individually connected to a 1 volt source, the energy stored in C2 is 4 times that of C1. That means half C2 V square is 4 times of half C1 V square. So half and V square, this gets cancelled. We get C2 as 4 times of C1. So this is your equation number 1. This is your equation number 2. And when you put equation number 2 in equation number 1, we get 5 times C1 is equal to 10. Yeah, 4 C1 plus C1. Okay, that tells you that C1 comes out to be 2 microfarad, and if C1 plus C2 is 10, that simply tells you that C2 is going to be 8 microfarad. Now what does the question says? It says that if these capacitors are now connected in series, then their effective capacitance will be how much? Okay, so C series is basically C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2. So that is 2 into 8 divided by 2 plus 8, which is 16 by 10, or simply 1.6 microfarad. Free ke 4 marks. Yes or no, guys? No mehnat at all. Simplest of the question which you can ask for in an exam like JEE. Very good, awesome. Ishani, Marvel, Piyush, Nikita, Narayana, Devjit, Humera, online classes, Shubh, Pranjal Tiwari. Plan for 2020 aspirants. I will tell you, you have to go on the playlist. Already the timings are being mentioned over there. Okay. In the playlist, you will find sessions for 2022 also. Every day at 7 o'clock. Very good. Music Wala, Narala, Manaswi, Ritika, Banambar. Very nice. Cool, guys. So answer aa gaya. Answer is option D. Let's go to the next one. Now this one looks dangerous, but it's a very simple question. It says that a particle of mass m is fixed to one end of a light spring. Okay, so you take a light spring and connect a mass m on the other end, and now what you do, you make it move in a circle with angular velocity omega. Okay, that is a given angular velocity, and the question says that if this is the gravity free space, or you're looking at it from the top, then the stretch in the spring will be how much? So guys, you know that on this block, because of this rotation, the spring is going to get elongated, and the length, which was L of this particular spring, say elongates by X. So the total length of the spring becomes L plus X. Okay, spring constant is K. Now if you look at only the block, guys, the block is experiencing only the spring force, which is Kx, and that is acting towards the center of the circle, because the block is moving in a circle. Now for the block to move in a circle, definitely m omega square r should be equal to the force which is applying this centripetal force. Yeah, so Kx is behaving as the centripetal force, and r is nothing but L plus X. You see that, guys? That means what? M omega square L plus X should be equal to Kx. So we need to simplify this and find out the value of the stretch in the spring. So we have to find the value of X. Okay. So M omega square L plus X is equal to Kx. So I can say that L plus X by X will be equal to K by M omega square. Okay. So this simplifies to give you L plus X plus 1, which is K upon M omega square. Bring this K on this, 1 on the right hand side. I have L by X as K minus M omega square by M omega square, which means X comes out to be L into M omega square. So M L omega square divided by K minus M omega square is the answer that I get, which is, as for the options, definitely A is not the answer and D is not the answer. If we look at this, answer is option C. Okay, got it, guys? C for coming soon. That's good, that's good. No problem, Abhinav. Okay. Very good. JEE Main is easy, yes, Amit. JEE Main is, I have been saying this since the time that I took first sprint, that was November, December 2019. मैं तब से बोल रहा हूँ that JEE Main is not a challenging examination. Almost out of 25, expect 12 to 13 questions to be actually very easily doable. Okay. Okay, guys. Now, when it comes to problem solving, if you guys need a refreshing break, every day at 7 p.m. on Vedantu's platform, we have a GK quiz which goes live. Okay, this GK quiz is open for everybody to appear for. Okay, and amazing thing is there is a lot of prize money at stake. So all you have to do for this is go on Vedantu's app and play this every day at 7 o'clock. If you do not have the app, obviously you should go on the Play Store and the App Store, whichever is applicable for your mobile phone, and accordingly download the app. If you already have an app but that is not the updated version, then please go and update your app. Okay, guys, so that you can play it every day. Okay, awesome, awesome, cool. Now, guys, next question. This is a very interesting question. Looks challenging, but again not that difficult. Question says that you have 3 charged particles. One is minus 4, other is 2q, and this one is minus 2q. Okay, so 2 negative and 1 positive charge are present as given over here. So these two are 60 degrees each, and this total angle from here is 150 degree that is given to you. Okay, basically minus 2q and 2q. B and C are diametrically opposite points to each other. Question wants you to find out the electric field at this point O due to all the 4 charges. Okay, and that too along O direction is going to be how much is what they are asking. So first of all, guys, if you look at 2q and minus 2q, that means if you look at B and C only, point B where you have 2q charge and this has minus 2q charge, and somewhere in the middle is the midpoint. Now, if you talk about their electric field, you know that because of positive charge, the electric field is going to be away from the charge like this. Okay. So even if you call this point as B and this point as C, then this is EB. And because this is negative charge, so electric field because of negative charge is also along the same direction. So this is EC. Okay. And you see that both the charges are at the same distance. So EB magnitude wise is equal to EC. And let's call it equal to, say, KQ by R square or D square, right? That means if we want to replace this entire arrangement, we can replace this entire arrangement saying that this entire arrangement can be seen as only two charges instead of considering two charges, one at B and one at C. I can assume that both the charges effectively are available here as minus 4q charge. Okay, so you can remove this charge and you can assume that this is a minus 4q charge because that's the same electric field which will happen. So now what is happening in the system, you have point O, you have point A, and you have point C, for which the electric field is going in this direction and both of them have the same value of electric field, that is E. Okay, and their angle with x-axis is both 30 degree. That means if you find their components, this is 2E cos 30 degree and their y components are going to cancel out each other. Okay, y components will definitely cancel out each other. Okay, now if I try to write the value of E before I find out the value of the resultant, this is the value that we are looking for. So E is going to be, are you guys already you guys are giving the answer, that's good. So at a distance D, if the charge is 4q, this is k into 4q by d square. That's the value of E. So let's try to find out the resultant value. So E resultant is 2E cos 30 degree, where this is 2. E value is k 4q by d square, which means 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught k into 4q by d square, and cos 30 is root 3 by 2. So see that 4 and 4 get cancelled, 2 and 2 get cancelled. I am left with root 3q divided by pi epsilon naught d square. This is what I get as my answer, which is the electric field along x direction. Okay, you can also solve it by considering this as vector 1, this as vector 2, and both of them inclined at 60 degree, and apply parallelogram's law of vector addition. You will still be able to solve it. Very basic question. Yeah, this is actually the JEE 2020 question. Okay, one of the question which came in the month of January. Not that I am picking up the question. Okay, Sarthak? Cool, guys? Yep. Uma Maheshwari, this is actually the paper which happened in the month of January this year. This is actual JEE paper we are discussing. So I don't think I need to tell you how easy or difficult JEE examination is right now. This is not a question that I picked up. This is the question which is there in the paper. You can go and look for the paper on NTA website. You will find the same paper. Okay. Now, next one. The question says that the length of the potentiometer wire is 1200 centimeters, sorry, and it carries a current of 60 milliampere. Okay. So if I consider a potentiometer, this is the primary circuit of the potentiometer, and it has a wire whose length is 1200 meters. This is, say, the primary battery. Okay. And the current that is flowing in this wire is I, and that I value is 60 milliamperes. Now, if you connect a secondary circuit which has a battery of 5 volts and has some resistance, and then connects to the wire through a galvanometer, then what happens? The balancing length given to us is 1000 centimeters. Okay. So question says, what will be the value of the resistance of the wire of the potentiometer, which is AB? So question wants us to find out the resistance of wire AB. Okay, guys. Now we know that right now this is balanced. Okay. So if this is balanced, then definitely no current is flowing in this particular external circuit. But we can surely say that in this case, the 5 volt potential is being dropped on 100 centimeters. So if you try to write the potential gradient, lambda, that will be 5 volts getting dropped on 1000 centimeters, and Vp will be dropping on the entire wire of 1200 centimeters. This length is 1200 centimeters. Okay guys, so from here you can see that the zeros are getting cancelled, and potential of the battery comes out to be 5 into 12 by 10, or simply 6 volts. So the primary battery that you have connected is 6 volts. Okay, yeah. So if we now want to find out the value of the resistance, then this is very simple, because current flowing in the wire is given to us as 60 milliampere. Okay, thank you Nandana. So now by using V equal to IR, I can say that R will be equal to V by, okay, will be equal to Vp by I. So Vp is 6 volts and this is 60 milliamperes. 60 milliamperes. Okay, that means what? This is 1 by 10 into 10 to the power 3, or simply 100. So RAB comes out to be 100 ohms. That's our answer. Nope, total resistance is 100, not 120. Okay, what did I do? I found the value of the battery connected in the primary circuit. So primary circuit is sending the current to the entire wire. So Vp by 1200 is potential gradient, and for only this portion also the potential gradient has to be same, but AC has the same amount of voltage as this battery because no current is flowing here. So 5 by 1000 is equal to Vp by 1200. Okay, awesome. Now guys, this is the most simplest of the question again. We have a thermodynamic cycle, cyclic process given to us, x, y, z and x, and volume temperature graph is given to us, and question is asking you to find out the PV diagram which is going to represent the same situation. Okay, so now what? Let's try to plot a graph and then we'll match the options. So what you see here, if I try to draw a PV graph, say I start from this process, which is easy, that the volume is constant, temperature is decreasing. So if volume is constant and temperature is decreasing, then pressure should also decrease. So let me decrease the pressure by keeping the volume constant. So definitely this is Y and this is Z. When pressure is decreasing, temperature is decreasing and volume is constant. Now if you look at X to Y is constant pressure process. So definitely it's going to be constant pressure process like this, and it's going to connect to Y, and this point is X. So we are going from X to Y, and last is your Z to X. Z to X I want to go, and when I'm going from Z to X, temperature is constant and volume is decreasing. So I will definitely decrease the volume by drawing an isothermal graph. So this is a hyperbola in which the graph is going from Z to X. Okay guys, so that's how simple the graph is looking like. Okay everyone, so the answer to this question looks like is going to be this. Okay, remember this is X to Y to Z, and in this one, this is basically a clockwise cycle. That's what we are getting. We are getting a clockwise cycle. Okay, well this one is an anti-clockwise cycle, that's why not correct, and C and D are definitely not correct. Okay, cool. Okay guys, okay, so now this one, the center of mass question for all of you. In this question says that we have to find out the coordinates of center of mass of a uniform flag shaped lamina, and a mass 4 kg is also mentioned. So we don't even need the mass to find out the location of center of mass. We have to just find out the coordinates. This is 0, 0. So what I'll do, I'll draw a line here so that I have two rectangular portions such that one of them has center of mass here, The other one is center of mass here. Let's call it M1 and let's call this one as M2. So this is 0, this is 1. So the x coordinate of this is half, and the y coordinate, because this is 0 to 2, so this is definitely 1. So the coordinates are half comma 1. Okay. Similarly, if I speak about M2, M2 has x coordinate, you can see as 1, and y coordinate is 2, and between 2 and 3 this is half, so this is 2.5. So the y coordinates are 1 comma 5 by 2. So this is M2 and this is M1. Now if I speak about the surface mass density, which is mass upon area, that thing is given to us as constant. Okay, uniform shape it is. So if I speak about M1, M1 is going to be sigma into area A1. So that is sigma into the area of this thing is 1 into 2. That means this comes out to be sigma 2 into sigma. So M1 is 2 sigma. Similarly, if I find out M2, that will be sigma A2, that is sigma into the area of this plate, which is 1 into 2 again. So that says that both the masses are equal. Both the plates have equal masses. Okay guys, both the plates have equal mass. Let's see if the option is going to be C or not. So now what I know, that the coordinates of mass M1 and M2 are with me. M1 coordinates are 1 by 2 comma 1, okay, and M2 coordinates are 1 comma 5 by 2, and both the masses are equal. So x coordinate is m into x1, which is half, plus m into x2, which is 1, divided by m1 plus m2, that is 2m. So m gets cancelled, and I have 3 by 2 by 2, which is 3 by 4, or simply 0.75 m or meters. Okay. Similarly, y will be m into y coordinate, that is 1, plus m into y coordinate, that is 5 by 2, divided by m1 plus m2, that is 2m. So m gets cancelled. So in numerator I have 7 by 2 divided by 2, which is 7 by 4, or simply 1.75 meter. Okay, that means my x comma y coordinates are 0.75 meter comma 1.75 meters. That's what we get. Okay, so the answer comes out to be yes. The answer comes out to be option C only. Okay, guys. Very good. 3 by 4 and 7 by 4. Perfect. Okay. Now the next one, guys. Now from here your numerical problems start. Okay. Numerical problems means the one which do not have any options. So there will be 5 numerical problems in your paper. First 20 questions are MCQs. Next 5 questions are numerical problems. Now this question says that you have a body A of mass 0.1 kg and has initial velocity 3 I cap. It collides elastically with another body of same mass which has an initial velocity of 5 I cap. So after collision, A moves with a velocity of 4 I cap plus 4 j cap. Okay, that means if I talk about U initial of U1, or say I speak about A, so U1 is given to you as 3 and V1 is given to you as 4 I cap plus 4 j cap, which is 4 root 2. Okay, both in meters per second. But if I speak about B, then U2 is given to you as 5, while V2 is unknown. That is not known to us. So question is asking you, not even the velocity, it is asking you to say that if the energy of B after collision is x by 10, then find out the value of x. So guys, as you can see that collision is perfectly elastic and both the bodies have same mass, then I can say that kinetic energy initial should be equal to kinetic energy final. Okay, so if I write it as half into m into 3 square plus half into m into 5 square, it should be equal to half into m into 4 root 2 square plus kinetic energy of B, that is final energy. That's what we are looking for. So this comes out to be 9 plus 25, that is 34, and right hand side is half m. 4 4s are 16, 16 into 2 is 32, plus final kinetic energy of body B. Okay, so let's see x का value क्या आने वाला है. So I'm going to bring this on the other side. So I will have kinetic energy after collision of B as half m, 34 minus 32, that is half m into 2, and 2 get cancelled, mass is 0.1, so that value comes out to be 1 by 10, and compare it with x by 10, the value of x is not 16 but it is 1. Okay guys, okay Sarthak, good question. If both of them are moving in the same direction, then how can their direction change? Is because their line of action is not same. Means what? If one body is moving like this, the other is not moving head on, the collision is not head on. So in this case, when the collision will happen, the collision will happen like this. So after collision, this body will start going in this direction and this will go in this direction. So it's not a head-on collision. It's an elastic collision, but it's not a head-on collision. That's why. Okay, Drashi, good to know that. Okay, online classes. मेरे घर से भैंस की आवाज़ें आ रही हैं. I hope मेरी आवाज़ें भी आ रही हो, so that you are paying attention to physics more than the animals. Huh? Okay, guys. Next one. Next question is, a particle is moving along x-axis with its coordinates with time t given as this. So first particle x coordinate is varying as this, that is 10 plus 8t minus 3t square, and another particle has its y coordinate which is changing as 5 minus 8t cube. So at t equal to 1 second, the speed of second particle measured in the frame of the first particle is root v. That means velocity of 2 as seen by 1 is equal to root v, or speed is given as root v. So v का value पता लगाना है. So let's find out v1, which is obviously dx by dt. Okay guys, so differentiate कर देते हैं. That comes out to be 0 plus 8 minus 60, and at t equal to 1 second, v1 vector is going to be 8 minus 6, 2i cap. Okay, you'll put the value of t as 1 here, and because it is x direction, that's why it is I cap. Okay guys, now v2 is going to be dy by dt, and that is 0 minus 3 8s are 24 t square, and at t equal to 1 second, put that here. What you get as v2 vector is minus 24 j cap. Okay guys, 2i cap minus 24 j cap, and we want to find out velocity of 2 as seen by 1. So that is v2 vector minus v1 vector, which is minus 24 j cap minus 2i cap, or simply v21 is minus of 2i cap minus 24 j cap. So let's find out the magnitude of this. So v21 magnitude, which is given as root v, is going to be under root of 4 plus 24 square is 576. Okay, so that value comes out to be under root of 580. Are you getting it guys? Yes, very nice. So the value of v comes out to be 580.